Somewhere on the western edge of Indonesia, where the Indian Ocean kisses the earth with restless waves, a land whispers of legends and beauty untouched. Welcome to Aceh, the veranda of Mecca, the cradle of storms and serenity. This is Indonesia's diary, stories whispered by archipelago. What if paradise had a shadow and a soul? What if a place could be wild and sacred in the same breath? Aceh isn't just a place, it's a presence. Where mountains meet monsoon, where oceans remember history, where the wind smells of cloves and old prayers. This is not a vacation reel. It is a sacred viewfinder into one of Indonesia's fiercest and most fragile treasures. From rainforest kingdoms to underwater cathedrals, this is Aceh, unfiltered. The westernmost frontier of Indonesia lies on Pulau, a volcanic isle that watches over the open sea. Here, time slows down. The sea is glass in the morning and fire at dusk. Beneath the surface, a galaxy of corals pulses with life. Divers call it sacred. Photographers call it impossible. And standing at kilometer zero, where Indonesia begins, you feel it. The weight of vastness, the whisper of legacy. Pulau doesn't need skyscrapers or spotlight. It commands presence with salt and silence. Deep in the heart of Aceh lies the Leuser ecosystem, a cathedral of green, pulsing with life so rare, it exists nowhere else on Earth. Tigers prowl here, elephants roam freely, and high in the trees, orangutans build their nests like ancient architects. It is one of the last places on Earth where all three great megafauna still live side by side. Leuser isn't just a forest, it's a time capsule. It's proof that some parts of Earth still remember how to breathe. Lokunga is where the Indian Ocean rises with voice. Surfers come here chasing rhythm. The waves, born from open ocean fury, kiss the golden sands with both rage and grace. But it's not just the ocean that speaks. The cliffs hum with wind songs. Coconut trees sway like ancient sentinels. At dusk, the sky paints itself in saffron and blood orange. And in moments between tides, you can almost hear it. The hush of something sacred, the pulse of nature in perfect cadence. Lokunga isn't a beach. It's a boundary between the ordinary and the divine. Just a whisper south from Lokunga, Lampuuk offers a different story. One told in softness. The sands here are white, the waves gentler, the horizon calmer. Children laugh in the shallows, and fishermen mend their nets with weathered hands. In the evenings, the sky folds into itself. Pink, lavender, indigo, like an old song remembered. Once shattered by the 2004 tsunami, Lampuuk has risen with humility. Today, it is a place of healing. A testament to Aceh's strength, quiet, enduring, unforgettable. High in the Gayo highlands, the world feels fresher. The air, kissed with mountain dew and coffee blossoms. The town of Blancajaran lies like a secret, a place where hills fold like green origami, and life hums at a gentler pace. This is Gayo land, home to rich culture and richer soils. Coffee trees grow here like gold. Their beans, small miracles, travel the world. But the real treasure is the silence. The kind of silence that speaks to the soul. In these heights, Aceh isn't wild. It's wise. Takengon rests beside a lake that seems almost fictional. Laut Tawar, the fresh sea. A body of water so still it mirrors the soul. The mist rises slowly here, like incense from a prayer. Locals say the lake watches you. They're not wrong. It reflects back not just your image, but your thoughts. This is where the Gayo people live. Proud, musical, mountain-born. Their songs echo across the water in the quiet hours. Takengon is a mirror, not just of nature, but of what we've forgotten to feel. Few know of Jantho. Fewer still have walked its forest floor. That's the point. Jantho is hidden by design, a sanctuary for wildlife in need of refuge. Here, the Sumatran tiger still prowls in secret, and gibbons call across treetops like ancient flutes. Conservationists whisper of its value. The forest, untamed and wild, holds species found nowhere else. But it also holds stories. Stories of balance, of nature resisting extinction. In Jantho, Aceh defends the earth's forgotten, and the forest thanks her with life. Simeulue taught the world a lesson. Before the 2004 tsunami hit, its people survived not by luck, but by memory. Through the song of Smong, passed from elders to children, they knew to run. Today the island stands proud, not only for its wisdom, but its breathtaking beauty. Coral reefs ring its coasts, untouched and bright. The beaches are endless, the people warm. Simeulue doesn't shout, it remembers, and in doing so, it lives, wisely, beautifully, eternally. But T. Iliek isn't famous, and that's what makes it special. A river that flows through folklore and faith, believed to carry blessings and healings in its current. Pilgrims come to bathe, not in water, but in tradition. The river sings softly over stones smoothed by time. Children play where shamans once prayed. It is a spiritual artery, quiet but unbroken. Here, Aceh flows with more than just water. It flows with memory, healing, and hope. Ujung Kelindu is not for the faint-hearted. Standing atop its cliffs is like looking into the edge of creation itself. The wind is fierce. The waves crash far below like drumming thunder. But it's here, at this cliff's edge, that you understand Aceh. It's not just beauty, it's presence. Fierce, bold, and utterly unyielding. You don't just watch Ujung Kelindu, it watches you back. It reminds you that nature doesn't always whisper. Sometimes, it roars. Near Banda Aceh, where rivers kiss the sea, lies a world often overlooked, the mangroves of Alue Naga. This is no jungle, no beach, but something in between, a labyrinth of life. Crabs scuttle through roots like shadows, birds nest in impossible places, and the trees, half drowned, rise like poems from water. The mangroves protect the land from the sea and the people from storms. They do not demand attention. They simply hold everything together, quietly, completely. Ask a seasoned surfer where to go for waves and solitude. They might whisper, Tupan Layu. It's no Bali, no big resorts, no party scenes. Just swell after swell, a beach barely touched. A wave that curves like calligraphy. Locals still fish with hand lines. Children still play barefoot in the foam. It's a place where the ocean remembers its roots. And here, so will you. Beyond the coasts and cliffs, Aceh stretches into valleys as soft as lullabies. Aceh Besar is not just a district, it's a feeling of slowness, of stillness. Here, time folds like fabric. The soil is kind, the people kinder. And as the sun melts into rice paddies, the call to prayer echoes over hills like a promise. You don't need adventure here, you just need presence. Aceh's waterfalls are not grand spectacles. They are hidden lullabies. Found at the end of jungle paths and patient walks. Suhom flows like silk over ancient rock. Pria Layot offers a pool untouched by noise. Each waterfall is a punctuation in Aceh's love letter to nature. They are tears, of joy, of memory, of resilience. And once you hear the sound of water over stone in the heart of this land, you'll never forget it. Aceh begins and ends with the sea. The same waters that brought trade, war, and tsunamis also bring peace, fish, and infinite reflection. Here, every horizon is both a goodbye and a homecoming. In Aceh, the land breathes with memory. Every cliff, forest, and wave tells a story you'll carry long after the film fades. This isn't the end. It's only your first chapter in understanding her. You've just turned a page in the diary of Indonesia. But the story continues. One island, one soul, one sacred landscape at a time. Subscribe now and journey with us. This is more than a place. It's a pulse. This is Indonesia's diary. Stories whispered by Archipelago.